Hi guys, okay, welcome back. This is the third video on the number pattern, and in this video I'm going to focus on the square and cube numbers or the square and cube patterns. Okay, so basically, are you familiar with your square and cube numbers? Okay, so if you see for example 1, 4, 9, 16, are you able to tell immediately that these are square numbers? What do we mean by square numbers? Just for example, if you are finding the area of a square, if I say that the length of the square is 3, 3 times 3 will be 9. Okay, so 9 is a square number. Okay, so if you try to look at the difference, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 plus 7 is 16. So you can see that the difference are increasing odd numbers. Okay, they are not common difference like the previous pattern. Okay, but 1, 4, 9, 16 are square numbers. Okay, so what is the pattern? 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. And for if I want 10, figure 10, then 10 times 10, the answer will be 100. Okay, so this is your square pattern. So you have to familiarize yourself with the square numbers so that you know how to identify square pattern. Sometimes they will give you a step further. For example, what happens if you get 2, 5, 10 and 17? Okay, so what will be pattern number 10? If you try to look for the common difference, okay, there is no common difference. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17. So again, you will get increasing odd numbers. So when you get increasing odd numbers, you should be reminded that it is a square pattern. Okay, so for example, how to get 2? So 1 times 1 is 1, adjust, plus 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1, 5. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1, 10. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1, 17. So if they want pattern 10, 10 times 10 is 100, plus 1, then the answer will be 101. Okay, so this is your square pattern, and sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult. Okay, but as long as you see a pattern with increasing odd numbers, usually you are able to use the square pattern to help you find the formula. Now let's look at the cube pattern. Okay, so from the word cube, that means it's a three-dimensional figure with the length, breadth and height the same. Okay, so for example, if you have a cube of side 2 centimeter, what is the volume of the cube? So it will be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Okay, so if it's a cube pattern, you will get 1, 8, 27, 64. What's the next number? 125, next number. Okay, so you should be familiar with the cube pattern. So this is 1 times 1 times 1. So 10, it will be 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. Okay, so again, if you are familiar with these numbers, then immediately once you see 1, 8, 27 and 64, you will notice that this will be a cube pattern. And you will see that in a cube pattern, the difference increases dramatically. Okay, so it's like from plus 7, what is 27 minus 8? It will be 19. See, from 7 becomes 19. And what is 64 minus 27? You will get 37. You see, the difference increases tremendously. So that will give you a clue that most probably it is a cube pattern where you need to multiply many times. Okay, so again, sometimes the question can just make it a little bit more difficult, okay, by adjusting. Okay, they will not give you 1, 8, 27. Maybe they will give you 2, 9, 28 and 65. Okay, so again, there's no problem, right? So to get 2, you have to take 1 cube plus 1. To get 8 is 2 cube, 8 plus 1. 3 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1. Okay, so the pattern can be adjusted, but the basic pattern for this type of questions will still be the cube pattern. Okay, now I'm going to pause the video for a while. I'm going to help you to familiarize the square and cube numbers. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, I mean. Welcome back. Okay, so now let's familiarize ourselves with the square and cube numbers. So for example, if number 1, what is the square number? 1 times 1 is 1. For 2, 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. Of course, if you are hardworking, you will try to memorize more numbers like 11, 12, 13, and so on. But if you can memorize up to 10, that will be good enough. Okay, so for cube, 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512, 9 cube is 729, and 10 cube is 1000. Yes, I have memorized my cube numbers. Okay, that's why I can do this quickly. Okay, so I'm sure it will take you a very short time to memorize these numbers, and it will come in useful, especially if they ask you to find the length of the cube if they give this volume, okay, or the length of the square if they give you this area. Okay, so go and memorize your square and cube numbers, and it will help you to solve patterns involving square and cube. Okay, in the next video I'm going to talk about consecutive product pattern. See you. Bye.